Maria, thank you so much. What can you tell us from your reporting about this group accused of kidnapping these missionaries?
Well, this group is one of the newer gangs that is working across Port-au-Prince. They're in control of a very, very important suburb of Port-au-Prince. It's basically the city at this point. We rode through the area where they were kidnapped on Friday, my team and I, to get to another location for another story. And when we did so, we had a police escort. We put on our body armor. I've worked in Afghanistan, I've worked in Iraq, I've covered ISIS. I have to say Port-au-Prince is up there in terms of risk assessment when it comes to covering the news and taking into consideration your own life and your own safety.
Yeah, it's so much worse in recent weeks, too. And I was wondering, based on the track record of this group, you said it's fairly new, but this group and other gangs, what seems to be the goal with this and other kidnappings?
Well, the issue is that in Haiti, for the last 20 years, you've had certain governments and certain politicians and even oligarchs, wealthy businessmen and women, use these gangs to secure their political or business interests. And now you're seeing lots of copycat gangs, like 400 Moza. They got started actually stealing cattle, and then they just moved up from there. Now we're at the point where they've actually created this, introduced a new type of kidnapping in Port-au-Prince, which is kidnapping en masse. They'll just take, convoy of cars or buses of people and say, all right, all 20 of you or however many of you are now under our control. Call your families. We're asking this much for ransom. And you don't have anything? Okay, well, then start selling, have your husband or your daughter or whomever's at home start selling whatever it is, tea kettles, refrigerators, carpets, sofas. These people have no qualms using violence, and this gang is incredibly violent. They will rape women if they don't get what they want. And if they're too poor, they will, say, all right, we're done with you. We've satisfied ourselves. And now it's time to, go back to where you came from.
Wow.
So
Maria,
with every new gang is new violence. And there's always a new norm of violence that is just crossed.
And these 17 missionaries and children caught up in the middle of it right now. Maria Abi Habib, thank you so much from the New York Times.